right, man. Are you ready to have a good-ass show?
I'm so ready to have a good-ass show.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, and here we are. We're back again. It's another edition. It's another episode, and back for the first time. I introduced to you our co-host today. It's that guy over there.
Hey, it's Robin. I like that. Back for the first time. It sounded confusing, but then again, it made sense. So, cool. Hey.
Well,
and
Yeah. Oh,
what?
sorry.
Yeah,
Continue.
Hey. And I'm Robin, again. And I'm here with that guy over there.
Jake, I steal everything from Ludacris. That's where I got back from the first time. That's the name of one of his albums. And I was like, hey, Robin is actually back for the first time. So that's...
That is true.
It's true. So there we go. I'll hit you with the social media. Robin is the head of our Red Arrow Deep South, our agent of chaos. The emphasis on the G and the T. He heads up the Red Arrow Deep South account. But hit us up on Red Arrow Productions on Instagram, Facebook. Twitter is Red Arrow P, all that good stuff. We're going to be cranking out some more stuff on the Facebook as time progresses here, doing some more fun stuff. So make sure to check that out. Robin, you got anything you want to plug before we jump into today's fun?
Well, everybody should be checking out that awesome Glendale basketball team that I helped coach, kind of. But nobody really cares. It's junior high girls, and honestly, it's tiring.
Well, hey, I mean, teach them to set picks. And
they mostly play against zones, so they're like taking up space and learning to move without the ball and understanding spacing, and they're girls, so you got to give them some time, so they're learning.
The one thing I learned about coaching girls basketball is they have like the grape mentality. They kind of move in packs around on the floor.
Yeah.
Like they learned it at like youth basketball. Like I remember I was standing there, I was learning to coach with this guy who was coaching girls. He's like, watch how they move. He's just like 3 or 4. They all 3 of them will run towards the ball, and then you have 4 girls all standing there. And they're like, okay, now what?
Oh, geez.
So,
yeah, I think we don't have any youth basketball really. I mean, it's small communities, and most of these kids that are playing, their first time playing basketball is like 5th grade, so they're kind of fresh and don't have any bad habits, but at the same time they don't really have any good habits either. So it's really starting at the start and going.
It's funny. One of the questions I used to ask when I was doing sports journalism is I would ask coaches about their freshmen, like especially if they're performing well. I would say, is it better that they don't know what they don't know, or like what's this like? How's the education? Where is that kind of learning curve? Like where does it become too much? And I would always ask that question. It'd be interesting to get the responses I would get.
Yeah, for sure. Like I can see that. I've spent more time coaching football, and there's definitely there's a difference between the kids that play a lot of on their own football and the kids that play a lot of Madden. And
right.
like you've got there's varying perspectives, and a lot of them really have no fundamentals anyway. So you still start over from the start. So.
How would you identify a kid who has basically only played Madden? His impression of football is playing Madden.
Oh my gosh, they want to do the one-handed catches, and they think they can truck people, and that's the term they use. They're like, I'm gonna hit him with a hit stick. I'm like, that's not it. No,
you don't have a hit stick.
We're not doing that, and you're not good at it still.
That's your head. Don't use that as a weapon.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man.
But so for instance, you do see the kids that are out there though, and they do play football. They kind of they stand above the crowd.
Oh yeah, almost always. Like the kids that come in that have played a lot out in the field at recess and that sort of thing. I mean, usually they gravitate to that because they're good at it to begin with. But you'll see them get better. Like it's weird that I'm doing elementary a lot now, but I see the kids that are in 3rd grade. They really play a lot against the 5th grade kids because the 4th grade kids don't. They just have no athletes.
Oh, gotcha.
And so And then the fifth grade kids are like, well, we want to play against them and we want to be our team. And so the third grade kids are actually getting really good because they're playing against the fifth graders.
Oh
The fourth
wow.
grade kids are over there swinging on the bars and stuff.
They're over there being kids. Meanwhile, you've got
Yeah. Yeah. They're doing kid things. And not
suddenly
these
the
guys.
basketball program is getting built over here on the playground.
There we go. Boom. Get
The
them.
T court tournament coming.
Yeah.
Well,
Straight up.
so I wanted to talk a little bit about concerts. I was today. I made the comment about DJ Dougpound at work, and for those of you who don't know, DJ Dougpound is the opening act, or at least he was the opening act for Tim and Eric Awesome Show. Great Job Live.
Oh.
And we can talk about that definitely at length if we need to. But essentially, DJ Dougpound comes out, and he's your stereotypical. I mean, he's playing the part. He's the club DJ, right? And so he gets out there, and you just hear DJ Dougpound in the mix. Like super like, and everyone's
man.
like, okay, like not really sure what this guy's about, but let's see where this goes. Essentially, from that point, it only got worse.
I feel like that's the guy that when we would get bad copies of songs from Napster, he was the guy that was making those bad copies. And like right in the first, like the opening notes would be like DJ Doug Pat. We're like, what the? Damn it! I didn't want this one.
And then
spend another hour.
And then the worst part about that is afterwards, like halfway through the song, you would hear like the Windows sound because he was like recording it on his computer.
What?
Yeah,
What
like
was that?
that's not part of Single Ladies.
Damn it!
So anyway, where was I?
Oh, you were talking about DJ's opening.
Oh yeah, so DJ
for,
Dougpound, he gets
yeah.
out there and it's just DJ Dougpound in the mix, 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 and it just keeps going for like 3 minutes solid. Like we're kind of moving to it as it starts because we don't know what's going on, and then we realize that that we're all being worked. Like,
Yeah, right.
This is something else entirely. This is part of the show. And
That's
then
funny.
like every single time it seemed like he was going to stop, it would do the whole DJ Dog, DJ Dog, DJ Dog, DJ Dog. DJ
That's
Dougpound
funny.
in the mix, and he would just start it right back up, and just the same fist pump move, of
Right,
like,
right.
just, like not even like actually doing a fist pump, just like holding his fist in the air, like he didn't want to move it too far away from the turntables in case something
Right,
happens.
right. Oh, that's funny. Oh man, I saw this video on Vice about a DJ he kept going to these European clubs
Mhm.
and he'd play songs where it builds and builds and builds, but then there's never a drop.
Oh God!
And he kept just messing with people, and people were starting to get pissed because they'd be like, "When's the drop?" He
Wait.
just could not. He just kept doing it over and over and over and over.
Have you ever heard of DJ Detweiler?
Uh-uh.
Look up DJ Detweiler "Turned Down for What" on your phone, and we'll definitely post this one to the Facebook. Like, it's one of those things where he definitely lets it build and build and build, and then it has the most epic drop in the history of music. So,
Oh my! I'm seeing a wrecking ball and sandstorm. Oh man, I'm excited already.
yeah, DJ Detweiler is definitely he's so choice.
So choice.
So
A little Ferris Bueller for you.
yeah, absolutely. So we're gonna do what I like to call the compliment sandwich here, but we're gonna do it with stories. I've got two bad DJ stories, and you've got a great one.
I have
So
a great one.
let's hear about your fantastic DJ story.
So the only time I can think of this happening was in Eugene, and I'd went to see Conan O'Brien after he got fired from NBC as the Tonight Show host or whatever.
And he called it like what was it, like the Two Live for TV, something like that.
Something like that. Two Live for Two TV tour. Basically, he had 6 months where he couldn't be on TV, so he went around and did these concerts basically, which I had no idea what to expect. But Eugene was the first stop, so I was like, I want to go to that.
Yeah, sure, why not?
So we're sitting there, we're waiting for stuff to happen. and this dude walks out with a giant afro. He looked like Sideshow Bob,
Oh
but
God.
it was like dark, and so I couldn't really see his face or anything. And he comes out
Wait,
there, and
his hair was dark, or the room was
no,
dark?
no, no, the whole room was dark, but like he was like backlit kind of, so you'd
Gotcha.
see like his silhouette. And he grabs a mic and he starts making sounds on it with his mouth, and I'm like, what is this guy doing? And then he does something, and the sound keeps repeating, and then it starts building, and like he starts creating these songs basically with just his mouth, and all of a sudden like it's just him, all these layers on layers on layers that he's built up, and next thing you know, like the whole place is just rocking. We're like, what is this guy's awesome. And I asked one of the producers, I'm like, is this guy part of the show, like what's going on? And then he introduced himself, and I was like, well, I don't think he actually said his name, but he said he had like a British accent. So I was like, is he from England? I don't get it, but whatever, he sounds cool. And so afterwards, I was like, "Hey, what was that guy's name?" And he goes, "Reggie Watts." And I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna look that up." Well, now you know who Reggie Watts is
Yeah, Reggie
because
Watts is certainly one of the en vogue comedians today.
yeah, exactly. Like if you've not seen anything he does, take some time now or later and look Reggie Watts up. Like he does the weirdest comedy ever. I mean, he just makes stuff up. I don't think he even writes a set. I think he just goes off of whatever comes out of his mouth, and then he just follows that to whatever happens next.
I honestly, that's what I was gonna say. Is like even listening to his album, "This Shit Crazy," like it
Yeah,
doesn't like when you listen to it, it's so stream of consciousness that
yeah, exactly.
you think there are a couple things that he has, like his story about growing up in Montana. Almost
Hmm.
certainly that is something that he does all the time.
Yeah.
But there's just like the things he says, like here's a new cut off my old record. Just
Right?
like the little, like he
Uh,
says so many little
well,
jokes
and
that
then
are,
he did have the one music video, the fuck shit stack.
yes.
Oh my gosh.
I remember
Oh,
you were living in Corvallis when you showed that to me, and I was
hmm.
just like,
Yeah.
what is
What
this?
is this? And then I told you that story, and
Yeah.
like,
Oh man.
cool. Yeah,
Reggie Watts is
oh my
he's something
gosh,
else.
he's
And
the best.
the other part of that story that you left out is I think you said when you were talking to one of the producers, you said, "Who's this guy with the British accent?" And they were like, "Oh
Yeah.
God, he did the British accent again."
That's right. Yeah, because he's just like that random. He would just go up with an accent, and they, oh geez, he's doing the accent again. Yeah,
I'm a
perfect. And now
materialist.
he's
I'm
the.
a
Have you seen it?
materialist.
um, you've seen that he works on CBS, right?
No, for doing what?
James Corden. He's like James Corden's DJ now.
Who's James
Like
Corden?
James Corden, he's that fat British white dude with the blonde hair that sings. He does the carpool karaoke.
Oh yeah, the guy from The Office, Ricky Gervais.
No, 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 not that guy.
No,
No,
no, no.
fatter. No,
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 no, fatter than that.
fatter.
Oh,
Fatter than Ricky Gervais. Ricky Gervais isn't fat either, but
is he not fat anymore? I thought he was. I thought he's a fat
he
guy.
was chubby. Ricky Gervais has been chubby, but I wouldn't say. I would say James Corden's kind of fat, but I mean, really, he's extra chubby.
All right, let's go on the. Let's use the Jonah Hill scale.
Oh,
Like,
he's Jonah Hill from Superbad, but not the
okay,
face.
not in the face.
Yeah.
The Jonah Hill scale. I don't know if that's a real thing. It's the name
It
of
is
this
now.
episode, but it is. Yeah, it's definitely a thing now. I was like, wait a minute, that actually works. Like, how fat is
Yeah.
he? Well,
No, I was like, oh yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
on a scale of 1 to Jonah Hill, how fat are you?
On a scale of Superbad to Moneyball, what is he?
Super bad. Wait, what was the one where he was? He was in Wolf of Wall Street. Was he?
Wolf of Wall Street. Oh my God, his teeth.
Oh God.
Oh man, if you ever watch the DVD extras on that, they're so funny because he's talking about the teeth keep falling out and stuff, and
Well, they look just awful. Like,
right.
and
He
I know
wanted
that
it.
that's
He
part
did
of
that
it.
on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, and they look just
Oh,
absurd.
man.
It's like,
I don't work for you. Technically, lady, you got my money strapped to your tits, so you do.
that's all you do. Okay. All right. So I promised another bad DJ story.
Here we go.
So, So remember that DJ Dougpound was a parody. That's important to remember. This next act was serious.
Oh, jeez.
So imagine DJ Dougpound as I have described him.
Uh-huh.
Imagine doing essentially the same shtick, and imagine it being serious.
Oh.
So I saw this guy, and it was the class. He opened for O-Town. I was at an O-Town concert.
Oh, geez. Funny, I also saw O-Town once.
Hey. So Double Jeopardy. So
yeah. So there we go.
Anyway. So this guy, he does a thing where he drops like one part of the song out, and then repeats the chorus and then winds it up and winds it up and winds it up and winds it up while bringing in the next song apropos of nothing, with no attention paid to tempo or beat or anything, and not even any hard cuts like "It's Britney, bitch." Like not even that. Like it's just
wow.
Here's
something.
And he kept doing
weird.
like this hand movement. It was like he was calling a false start and like testing his wrists at the same time.
Oh, okay. A false start. I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I
see it.
Like
I see
stretch
it.
your wrists and like try to call a false start or travel, and like that's what this guy was doing.
Rolling.
In between every like, oh, I'm not touching the 808. So do the twist.
Some sort of extra messed up Limp Bizkit rolling.
Oh man! I like that they called that song like the air raid version, and like wait, there was another version of that song somewhere.
They're like, is it better or worse? Because I can't handle worse.
Somehow both are correct.
That's funny. Oh shit! Did you know Reggie Watts was born on he has the same birthday as my former roommate that I lived in the same room with in Corvallis?
No. That's
me neither.
Cool.
I'm not saying that name, but anyway.
Did you know that I have the same birthday as Kendrick Lamar?
Yes, because you and Kendrick Lamar had your birthday party together.
Dude, it was sick. He showed up to his own party, and I partied at my party, and like I tweeted him about it, and it was crazy.
Oh, he showed up to his own party, and you did your own party. But
yeah, we both showed up. Yeah. We both showed up at the party. We had two separate locations. It was kind of like WrestleMania 3.
Oh, I was thinking more like The Office and the satellite party.
Well, yeah, I mean that's one way of looking at it.
Gotcha.
Or it's the same event. It's just held in two different locations, like WrestleMania 3.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Always finding a way to work in wrestling.
I've actually come up with a game that I've given to Alex.
God.
And I want to eventually we'll play it here on the show. It's like it's 6 degrees of separation, but he wants fewer degrees of separation.
Fewer degrees. So he wants to like see if you can connect something in 4 or 3 topics to wrestling.
Yes.
Gotcha. That sounds fun.
Yeah, and see, just like if any way.
Now my mind's spinning.
Exactly right.
I'm gonna come up with one.
Let's see what you got. Let's play the inaugural round. Alex, I'm sorry.
Sorry for stealing your game, Alex.
You shouldn't be on suspension.
Yeah, suspended, son. Okay, Deadpool.
I mean, Deadpool wears a mask.
So you got, damn, that's too easy.
That's way too easy.
Okay,
1 degree from Deadpool to wrestling.
Yeah, that was too easy. Dang it, this is harder for me than I thought. Damn, everything I can think of,
It may
of
just be
wrestling
1 degree.
connections
We
too.
may have to make it just 1 degree of separation.
Straws.
Straw? Well, the lead face right now for WWE is Braun Strowman.
That doesn't work.
No, I thought when I said it originally, I thought his last name was Strawman, and then I realized this.
So after I said it, I was like, oh man, he's gonna think of that time Stone Cold used the milk truck, or Kurt Angle used the milk truck,
or Stone Cold used the
and
beer
there's
truck.
yeah, exactly, and that's your straw. and I was mad at myself.
Well, that's a hose.
Okay, I'm gonna think of I'm gonna think of something. Okay, back to
Back to
back
concerts.
To
So
back to
back to your
concerts.
regularly scheduled program.
And we're back.
And
Good
we're-
morning.
It's weenie in the butt.
Hello.
That was quite possibly my favorite part. Like for a short period of time, like they played that little part perfectly on Family Guy. The whole weenie in the butt thing. It was
The
like
butt.
4 or 5 episodes, and they never did it again.
Good. Honestly, that's some of the best stuff that they've done. Is the stuff they've done one-offs, like Mustache the other day. What were we doing? Were we walking to the Duck game?
Yeah, I believe so.
And you said something about a mustache, and I started singing the Mustache song. A mustache, a mustache.
if you've only got a mustache.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, back in the
they're
Wild
geek.
West, there were only 3 songs, so
Oh man.
that's
Okay,
one of those
Wild
movies.
West.
Million Ways to Die in the West. Like that's one of those movies that you feel bad for watching, but it is so funny.
Yeah, it is really funny. I mean, it's almost like they tried to go back to oh shoot, what is that? Spaghetti Western.
Oh, like Good, Bad, and the Ugly,
Something saddle.
Blazing Saddles.
Blazing Saddles. Yes, there you go. Something that's so politically incorrect that they couldn't do it today. I feel like he was trying to get something as close today
Like
to
a
that
new
that he
school
could.
Blazing
Yeah,
Saddles.
yeah. I think he was trying, but I also feel like he Seth MacFarlane it too much.
Yeah, that like the whole like him getting peed on by a sheep. That was definitely a McFarlanian.
Right.
McFarlanian.
Did you ever watch that show, The Orville, that he has?
I've watched some of it. I was going to bring that up because I see that season 2 is coming up here very
Yeah.
shortly. And you were the first person to say to me. My dad was quickly the second to say you need to watch this show.
I really liked that show. I
So-
didn't know what to expect, but it's really good.
So pitch it to me. Like
So-
get me to watch this show.
So it's like kind of like Star Trek, actually it's a lot like Star Trek, very episodic, but they throw in some really good jokes here and there, and they don't take themselves too seriously, and it's pretty obvious that they don't take it too seriously, but at the same time it is a little serious. So it's probably a terrible pitch, but it is funny.
Gotcha. So like compare it to Galaxy Quest, like the.
I
Like-
would say it's similar to Galaxy Quest.
Okay. All right.
I would say it's like an episodic Galaxy Quest, and it's definitely on a budget because all of their sets are very much on Earth. Like okay, I get it. That's you're just in Arizona.
this was filmed in Georgia. Bullshit.
Exactly.
Why is everything filmed in Georgia? Is it
I
because
don't
Turner's
know.
down there?
No, I think they have really good tax laws in regards to filming things. Like that's probably the big deal. They probably get really good tax breaks. That's why all the Marvel movies are there and The Walking Dead and
Well, Walking Dead is also set in Atlanta, so that helps.
well, right now, like actually they started in Atlanta, but I think right now they're somewhere closer to Washington D.C. and they have been for a few years.
The unit is en route to Washington D.C.
Yeah.
No. But that's interesting. Just thinking about that because it seems like at the end of even like cartoons and stuff, it's like made in Georgia. I'm like, well,
Yeah, they've got their little peach at the bottom in the movies and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, I didn't think that there was enough in
What if
Georgia.
there's a reason to that? There's got to be a legitimate reason, like why it could be Ted Turner. That would make sense too.
You see, this is why, like, for those of you who don't know, Rob, like, I'm gonna peel the curtain back here a little bit. Season 3 is gonna be starting here in about a month and some change, and Robin is going to be our third man in the booth. So get used to hearing him more. And essentially, what he would be doing right now is if I said, "Why do they film everything in Georgia?" Robin, look that up. That's what Robin would be
that's what
doing.
I'm doing. Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
essentially what's up. And I was about to say, Robin, look that up, and I realized no, that's not your job.
Not yet. Not yet.
You're co-host today.
But I am trying to do it. I'm like,
and what I was doing
somebody
is
else
called
look it up
stalling.
and tell me. Yeah, exactly. But all I'm getting instead of a why is here's a list of movies made in Georgia right now. I'm like, no, I'm not looking for that.
It's like great IMDb, thank you.
Yeah, it's on here. Wikipedia too. So thanks.
Speaking of having to go into IMDb, I had to dig deep today because I had a movie pop into my head that I referenced. Like, what movie are you talking about? I was like, I have no idea. Let me look that up.
Mm.
And I had to go and look into Samuel L. Jackson's IMDb,
Oh man.
which is one
And
of the
you
most impossible things in the world.
Yeah, because there's how many movies has he had or been in?
103.
Holy crap!
Yeah. I mean
Wow.
fortunately like I was able to narrow it down because I said, well, I saw this movie after I got out of high school, but before this relationship. So, it happened in
Wow.
this period of time. And then I picked the movie that I thought it was Lakeview Terrace. Did you ever see that one?
Oh, the one where he's a cop?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
That
I saw that.
that was a
I don't
really
remember if it was any good or not.
it was weird. It's like I didn't know anything about it. I just saw that it was Samuel L. Jackson, and so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go
Hmm.
see that movie. But the way it's pitched, like the little digest for it, is that he's a racist LAPD cop,
Hmm.
and there is an interracial couple that moved in next door to him.
That's right. I remember it now.
Yeah, and he and like all I really remember is that he wouldn't allow his son to wear a Kobe jersey. Uh, he did like this thing with the dude who just moved there, like roll down your window, and then
Indeed.
he's like, "Don't ever roll down your window in a neighborhood. I could have shot you in the face." To me, I was like, "Well, you could have
Yeah.
shot him through the window."
Yeah, it's just glass. Like,
Like,
what are you
you,
talking about, guy?
you think that Acura is equipped with bulletproof glass? Like, get out of here
Introducing the 2004 Acura with
now!
bulletproof glass.
Now, for
So,
your
hey,
enjoyment.
check so check this out. Sorry, I cut you off. The film industry in Georgia became the largest among U.S. states for production of feature films in 2016. The industry in Georgia was boosted substantially by tax incentives introduced in 2002 and strengthened in 2008. So, there you go. That's why things are made in Georgia.
There you
They
go.
get tax breaks.
You were on the right track.
Boom. Ding, 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 ding.
Winner, winner, chicken parmesan dinner.
Why's it got to be chicken parm? Like, I
Have
don't
you ever
know.
had chicken parm?
Yeah, I've had chicken parm, but I'm like I'm more of a chicken strip guy. Like
I
I would rather have chicken strips than all that cheese. And I mean, it's delicious. Don't get me wrong,
I like the way you said
but
yeah. I've had chicken
yeah,
parm.
yeah,
Yeah, I've had it. All right.
yeah. What do you think this is? Fucking New Jersey?
Get your chicken parm.
Get the palm.
Speaking of New Jersey, have you seen this video? Shit Italian mothers say.
Yes, the dude in the
Yes,
dresses. Oh my God, that guy is funny. I think you sent it to me,
I
actually.
may have. I mean, that would make
If you
sense.
didn't, it was somebody that made me think of you sending it to me.
But just oh my god, Donna, you're gonna die.
You're
It's
gonna die.
phenomenal. It just
Uh,
it's if you guys haven't checked it out, and again, I'm building the links. I got to stick out on the Facebook this week, but check out shit Italian mothers say. It
it
is
reminds me a lot of when Saturday Night Live would do the Brooklyn Mother.
yes,
Uh, what is his name? Michael Myers. Mike Myers.
Michael
He would do
Myers. No,
it.
not the killer.
No, 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 no. Mike Myers. No, no, no. Um, sorry, I'm overclamped. Talk amongst yourselves. That
Yes,
that
yes,
that
that
whole skit. Yes.
man, having him and speak before I get on to him and Dana Carvey, I have to talk about that thing I found at the Goodwill. It's
Oh.
incredible.
Oh yeah.
With it's got the entire original cast of SNL. It's like I don't really know how to describe it. It's like a lithograph, but it's also not.
Huh.
It's hard to describe, but it's really cool. It's got the samurai
You sent me a
delicatessen.
picture of it, right?
Yeah, I sent you a really poor picture of it because I was having a hard
Yeah, it
time
was
standing
terrible.
it up. So I'll take a
Oh, that's
better
fair.
picture of it and I'll post it.
Okay. Do better.
Do gooder. Will
Yes.
do. But man, you
Ish.
want to talk about
Ish.
character actors. I feel like Dana Carvey and Mike Myers were like the bee's knees of that specific part of
Oh,
what they did at
sure.
SNL.
Yeah. And Dana Carvey's impressions, like he's still making a living just off of being other people.
Yeah,
Like,
which is incredible because he couldn't make a
yeah.
living off of making movies anymore.
No, well, I mean, because Mike Myers stopped doing Wayne's World, so basically he was
Oh,
screwed. He tried that turtle movie and it didn't work.
that movie was bad.
What was that? Master of
Master
Disguise? Is
of
that what it was?
Disguise.
Yes. Is my turtle head not turtly enough, or whatever the shit it was?
Am
It
I
was
not turtly
stupid.
enough for the Turtle Club? Yeah, that.
There it is.
Oh man, I am going to
Never
be
saw it.
Master of Disguise. I saw it in
I.
theaters. I saw it in theaters
Oh my
in
God.
where was I? Mount Vernon, Washington.
Ugh.
Yeah.
That all I can think of is Undercover Brother, which is the worst movie I've
What?
ever. I left that movie. I
You don't
walked
like
out.
Undercover Brother?
No,
It's got Dave Chappelle in it.
no. So I didn't get to the Dave Chappelle part. I left before
That's like
that.
10 minutes in.
Well, it was terrible in the first 9 minutes, so I left. It
What?
was a matinee.
Okay, it's not the
It was a
best.
matinee, Donna.
It's not the best movie I've ever seen. But come on, walking out
Oh,
of Undercover Brother, like you've seen some shitty movies, man.
yeah, but I didn't pay for them.
Well, I mean, hey,
That's just paperwork.
that's just paperwork. Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like when I saw Undercover Brother in the theaters, and I thought it was really funny then, and then I bought it on DVD, and it wasn't as funny, but I had to stand up for the movie. You ever
Yeah.
you ever feel like you do that?
Yeah.
Like you back a movie too hard, and then you're like, well, this is a hill I die on.
Yeah, I've definitely been down that road. I'm trying to think of some movies because there for a while I would just buy literally every movie that I was like, oh yeah, I need that. Like after the first Saw movie, I probably should have stopped.
Hmm.
I don't think I even watched half of them,
Well, so
but I
should they, to be fair.
that yeah. And then they came out with the Jigsaw movies, and I have no idea if that's still like the same guy or I thought he died, but
Yeah, I
I
thought
don't
he
know.
had cancer like 4 times.
Yeah, well,
He had
I feel like
quadruple butt crack
cancer
cancer.
gets beat regularly in movies, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, he's not dead."
Like, ha ha!
Yeah. Have you seen Creed 2 yet?
No, I'm about to.
I'm about to. I watched Wreck-It Ralph, the Ralph Breaks the Internet, and honestly, it was really good. I
Yeah.
liked it.
Wait,
I saw the first one. I think I saw it in the theaters by myself because I'm an adult and I didn't have any kids, but I took Grayson, my nephew, and he loved it until the last 20 minutes. He's like, "Can we go home?" I'm like, "Hey, I want to see how this ends.
you're like,
Leave me
hey, hold
alone."
on, he's got to fix the internet.
Yeah, he did. He fixed it.
All right, well, hey.
Yeah. So who says a wrecker can't fix things?
Well, I mean, that's what his coding says.
I don't think you can. Have you seen the first one
I
at
have
all?
seen the first one, yes, of course.
Well, don't of course me. You're not a kid, and I don't feel like
Wait, hold the
cartoons
phone,
are
Tyrone.
necessarily.
It's a movie about video games.
All right, you got me. That's fair.
It's a
Okay, well
cartoon movie about video games.
this one's less about video games and more about pop culture.
More about the internet? Well, I'm less interested.
Yeah, no, it's actually, I mean, like it's good, and there's a scene with like all the Disney princesses that are having existential experiences, and they're Sleeping Beauty has a shirt on that says Nap Queen or something like that, and I don't know, it's weird.
So
But
it's definitely playing. I mean, it's part of the whole. Hey, we have the rights to these images now, so let's use
yeah,
them.
basically, yeah, it was one of those. Like there was lots of Star Wars stuff in it. The stormtroopers were trying to hunt down Ralph or Fiona or one of them. Well, Fiona's in Shrek, but whatever. Vanellope.
Well, I mean, I was going with it. I was like Fiona.
Yeah, he's like,
I was
yeah,
like, that
Fiona,
sounds right.
that sounds legit. Yeah,
Yeah,
Fiona.
sure.
She's the little dog from Freddy Lost His Fingers or something.
Oh yeah, I've seen that movie. Freddie
No,
Lost Finger.
Freddy Lost His Fingers.
That's a
Freddy
bad.
got
That's another. Wait, so did you
What?
sit through
Wait,
Freddie Got
hold up.
Fingered?
Freddy Got Fingered is hilarious.
Did you sit through Freddie Got Fingered?
Yeah,
And you didn't sit through
like
Undercover
10
Brother?
times.
All right, that's two different
It
styles.
might be not to be racist, but might be because I'm white and I'd been brainwashed by all of the Tom Green stuff. MTV actually showed music videos back in those days, and
You see,
Tom Green had a show.
and again, this is where my upbringing. I didn't have cable,
Oh,
so I didn't have Tom Green. I just went and saw this movie, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? And what is this
yeah.
movie?
So that probably would have helped had you seen Tom Green previous to Freddy Got Fingered.
Yeah,
Freddie
that
got
was
fingered weird. Like they're like right at the start, doesn't his brother or somebody break their leg on a skateboard ramp and Tom Green licks the broken bone like it's a compound fracture, so it's out of the
yeah,
skin and he licks the bone and
yeah.
yeah, Daddy, would you like some sausages?
And I'm
You
sitting
know,
there, I'm
all
like,
that.
what is this?
Oh god, the part where he's on the phone screaming at the fake person. He's got his house phone, like a cordless phone from home, and he's like screaming about, I say Geneva, you hear Helsinki? Like he's losing it, and then he's like, sorry, I had a very important business meeting, and he's stolen one of his dad's tuxedos to have a date with some chick or something. It's
Backwards band,
I kind of want to go.
backwards band, backwards. Like walk fast and
I don't
backwards
want to
you
watch
can.
that again now.
Oh,
It's like
man.
Napoleon Dynamite. Like I really have no desire to really watch it, but I kind of want to go back and watch it just to see Uncle Rico try to throw that ball over the mountains.
It just, oh my God, Uncle Rico's release. I mean, his release point is so
Uncle
good.
Uncle Rico could start for Florida State.
Uncle Rico could start for a lot of colleges, and if Coach had put him in, they'd have taken
Coach,
State. Damn it,
oh my gosh,
Things
yeah,
would be
especially
different.
in college. He'd start at Oregon State, that's for sure.
Hey-o.
God, they were so bad. Oh, I forgot my clips.
Your clips.
Do you remember I recorded clips when we were at the Civil War?
Not really.
Oh, well, I was sober enough to remember. So there's two of them. We're going to play them and see what happens. So this is happening.
All right. Well, this is a Red Arrow Deep South exclusive.
From the Civil War.
Oh no. Oh no. This is bad.
This place is pathetic. Honestly, at some point, let's just hop over. With me, I have Bailey and Jake. Red Air Deep South exclusive. What's going on? Let's go, Doug! This is pathetic. It is pathetic. They're really excited about first downs, but their quarterback sucks. This guy wants us against the wall. He can also suck it. That guy's wearing a Cougars jacket. He's very confused. He wants us against the wall. So we're going to move down here and get closer to the game. All right. Good ups.
Oh wow.
Gold, I tell you, Jake.
That was
It's gold.
something else right there.
So the next one is even longer. That one was 39 seconds. The next one is 56.
Okay.
Here we go.
And I feel like this is later in the game, so I definitely have more hubris now.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Part two, Red Air
Part
Deep
two.
South exclusive. Here we are live from the student section at the Civil War.
I can hear you talking shit.
Jonathan Smith keeps getting yelled at by Bailey. And Jake is over here yelling unlucky at things. We also just saw number 51 crying.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, there's a guy
I feel
crying.
like they're wondering
It wasn't
if
us.
Jonathan Smith might be watching. I don't think he is. He's not coaching, that's for sure. So, as Jake pointed out, what was the score over the last two games?
Oh, the score 110-19 over the last two times these teams have played.
Yeah,
Listen,
that's not good.
some expert analysis
I
right
also-
there, ladies and
Right?
gentlemen.
You're not going to find it anywhere else.
Keep getting by these people. Do something. We're in your student section. Go Ducks.
Wow.
Right? Oh, money. That was so gold.
And that, as I may have posted, I don't know if I posted. You definitely sent it to me. One of us needs to post it. There's a picture
Yeah.
of when you know you're annoying as fuck, but you don't care because you're finding yourself way too hilarious.
Exactly. Oh, my God. Jonathan Smith!
Oh man, that was so good.
Oh, and I forgot about number 51 crying on the sideline. There's no crying in baseball!
Or
Like,
football.
oh, my gosh. I've never seen that.
That was,
I mean, I have because I coach sixth graders, but not with grown men.
well, I mean, let's be fair. Let's be fair. These aren't exactly grown men.
Okay, well, I mean, he was bigger than me, so that, I mean, I'm going to give him that credit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's his job to be bigger than you right now. But I mean, these are I generally do my best to, with the exception of Oregon State because hey, but leave the kids out of it.
Oh my gosh,
That's always been my perspective. But
that was seriously one of the best Civil Wars I've been to. It was fun.
We were talking about that too because it's like I had more fun at that game than any other game this season, and that was kind of weird to
Right.
me. Like I had to
Right.
go to Corvallis to have fun, which is like
Isn't that
the opposite
crazy?
the
Well, I
opposite of
think
what I'm
part of
used
that
to.
was because we didn't necessarily sit in the same sections or hang out as much during the game like we normally would, and
That's true.
that we can fix that. So
Yeah.
next year, now that we realize how cool it is when we sit next to each other and talk shit to people, we need to do that more often.
Now that we realize how much fun that is, yeah,
So next year when they come to our place, let's just go get in the middle of their section
again,
and
the same people
be
will
over there.
probably be there.
Yeah.
I think the funniest part of the whole thing was being told, like as you can hear, we're not being antagonistic to people around us. We are
No.
antagonizing the team that we are not fans of.
Everybody,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah. And we got told that we're being like, when you come to student sections, you should be more respectful.
Yeah.
I was
Who
like,
says that?
I was like, wait, what? We're at a football game. Like,
Yeah.
like
Or the guy that goes, "Could you please leave? We have tickets to this section, thanks." You
that
do?
was the funniest part to me is like,
Oh
we
my
actually
gosh.
have tickets for this section.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we may have been misbehaving, and absolutely we were, but like we at
We
least
may have.
we were not throwing anything, and we definitely had things thrown at us.
That's true. I mean, to be fair, Nerdlinger wasn't going to hit us with anything, but he tried.
He looked like James Rolfe at a football game, like James Rolfe, the angry video game nerd. Like
Yes,
that's who he
exactly.
reminded. He looked like his brother. He really
Looked
did.
like 1977 Clark Kent, and he was never going to be Superman.
So he stayed Smallville,
He was just Smallville, all Smallville, all the time.
Allville.
Except for he did have large chins. He had 2 chins.
Multiple
More chins than a Chinese phone book.
That's racist.
Is it?
No, is it?
Nationalist, I think. I guess that's kind of the same. All right, I apologize.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
Or do I?
Yeah.
Oh.
Whatever.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. Well. Moving on, we've got
Yeah,
a lot still to go here. No, not really.
Okay.
I did want to get back to concerts though a little bit because that's kind of what I want to talk about. What's your favorite concert you've ever been to? And I think I know the answer.
My favorite concert that I've been to, obviously, was Huey Lewis. Huey Lewis is easily my favorite 80s band, and they came to freaking Douglas County. How was I not going to see that?
Bum,
That was
bum.
awesome.
Huey
And
Lewis.
honestly, Huey
Was
Lewis
the
has
news
had,
there, or was it just Huey Lewis?
I think it was Huey Lewis in the news, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
It would have been
And,
weird. Then it would have been weird if it was like how Dennis DeYoung does the music of Styx. It's like
yeah.
Huey Lewis
We've had-
performs the news.
We've had some of those at our fair, too. I can't remember CCR without, like, the lead singer or something.
John Fogerty.
We definitely had Sublime without their lead singer because he's dead. So that happened. Our fairs had some good concerts. Like I was saying before, I told you Billy Idol. Billy Idol's a freaking rocker.
Yeah,
That was the greatest show. That was the greatest show I've ever seen.
I really
He was in his 60s, I think, and he's out there. He's like, yeah, rock and roll. Like, it was awesome.
I remember I saw the Scorpions at the Douglas County Fair.
Oh, my God.
That
That
was-
was also awesome.
Yeah, I remember running into
We're really selling the Douglas County Fair here.
well, I mean, I can't sell the King County Fair. Like the King
Yeah.
County Fair is booty.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Like I went to the King County Fair to see what it was all about. I figured that a county of 1.3 million people would have a pretty decent fair.
You'd
Guess
think,
what?
right?
Guess what? Nope.
Nope. They had Jeff Dunham. I'm kidding.
Well, hey now.
You might have liked that.
I probably would have gone. I would have said, "Hey, I've seen Jeff Dunham."
Yeah. Actually, we had Gabriel Iglesias a couple years ago. They had Papa Roach, I think, last year.
Like, I could be. For some reason, when you said Gabriel Iglesias,
No,
I thought you were-
not Enrique.
Oh, that's. See,
I can be your hero, babe.
I could be
No,
your
not that
hero,
guy.
Fluffy.
The fluffy Mexican. Yeah, exactly. That guy.
Oh God, that Enrique Iglesias, or as I like to call him, Ricky Churches.
Translation. Angelo. No, Angela. Sorry.
Angelo. So I busted out a Super Troopers reference. I'll get to my favorite concert here in a second.
Ooh, I saw Super Troopers 2. Have you seen that one yet?
I have. I saw that the day it came out, actually.
Well, I got it for $4 at Redbox, so suck it.
Well, hey. So
Okay, back to yours.
no, like I quoted Super Troopers today. I walked in and someone said, "Yeah, I don't know how Jake figured that out," and I just immediately went to, "Well, it may be my sixth, or maybe even my
Or even my
seventh."
seventh. Nice.
And I just got Jake, shut up. I'm like, oh,
Shut up.
yeah. Everyone like they're used to it. They're used to my shtick now. So it's just shut up, Jake.
Shut up, Jake.
Like, okay.
That's funny.
But my favorite concert ever. Oh man, that's a tough one. I've seen some
is it?
cool shows.
Ooh, I also saw AC/DC once.
Oh, I'm envious
That
of.
was bad.
I saw BB King
Ooh,
at the Roseland
pretty
Theater
cool.
in Portland. Yeah, that was a great show.
Nice.
I saw Death Clock.
nice.
Um,
Well, I left out Blink 182. I've seen them like three times or
I thought
two
that was going
times.
to be your favorite concert because
I liked it. I had a lot of fun, but I mean, like, I don't know. Blink is, I'm over them, I guess.
yeah, it seemed like
I don't
when we first met all those years ago, it was like you were like fresh off that concert, and you're like,
When
dude,
it's, yeah,
it was like the
when
greatest
we're
thing
down
I've
to
ever done.
one original member of the band, it's kind of like not really the same band. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's like
I think
here's
that
some
probably
guys
plays a lot of it.
playing the music of Blink 182.
Travis Barker's a badass drummer. Like you can't take anything away from that guy.
No, without a doubt, you cannot. No,
He's
I
amazing.
mean, he's one of the greatest drummers of all time, and he's a punk drummer, and that's absurd.
Right. That's saying something. Like if you can get on the map with that, yeah, you're doing all right.
So I want to get your opinion
Okay.
before we go. This is we'll be getting out of here pretty shortly.
Okay.
We've heard the pundits on this show already. I want to get your thoughts on the Yair Rodriguez Korean
Oh, my
zombie
God.
knockout.
So
I heard, hold
what
on,
Alex
hold on,
said.
hold on. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to give you an opportunity to respond to Alex, who may be listening to the show for the second time in his life.
Okay. So Alex, you're an idiot. That guy, I would put money on the table, and if I have to, I will. I don't know how I'll prove it, but I would say 100% he knew what he was doing. That guy is amazing. If you go watch his highlights, the dude he's like John Jones but smaller. John Jones comes up with hits, punches, kicks,
John
like
Jones,
out of
the
nowhere.
former
The
heavyweight
cokehead
champion.
Yeah, light heavyweight.
Light heavyweight.
He'll be fighting next weekend, I think. No, it's either this. Anyway, it's coming up soon. John Jones has been reinstated. He'll be back.
He'll be fighting in the octagon this Saturday, and he'll be fighting his demons the rest of the week.
Oh, ouch. Yeah, and fighting that coke bill the rest of the time. But anyway, Yair Rodriguez is a stud, and to think for a second that he didn't see that punch, or at least have the thought in the back of his head that I may land this at this time is absurd. It's like watching Jason Williams back the white chocolate when he would throw the ball to his left and bounce it off his left elbow behind his back, and the ball would go back over to the right. And you would say, that's an accident. That's not an accident. The dude knows what he's doing. So I got to say BS on his BS.
So you're calling BS to the BS?
Absolutely I am.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a hot take.
He knows. He knows what he's doing, and even if he said he didn't, I probably wouldn't believe him.
So when we come back for season 3 in January, we're gonna
it's on.
We're gonna go head to head. This might be a point of discussion. We might be heading into Rodriguez Zombie 4 because they've already fought 3 times. They've already fought once, and we've talked about it twice.
There we go. That's it.
So I mean, all great fights deserve a quadrilogy, right?
I'm pretty sure that's the saying. Yeah, that's basically the saying.
I've definitely heard that.
Yeah, it's got to be the reason that Rocky fought all those Russians 17 times.
Well, I mean, he only fought the Russian once.
Yeah, but Mr. T attacked him emotionally. So
Yeah, and you can't put a price tag on the emotional.
I feel like
instability,
we've Reggie Wattsed it. And there you go. We have now come full circle.
We have come full circle. And if you
Boom.
want to come full circle, you can find us on social media. I don't know what that is.
Oh, that's terrible. If you want to come full circle, giggity. Jesus.
Anyway,
yeah, I'm gonna...
you know, these people, oh man, they could have been anywhere in the world, but they're here with us. We appreciate that. I want to take a moment, special thanks to Robin for making this show happen, stepping into the box when it needed. And yeah, thank you very much. We appreciate it. And for all of you who listen, we appreciate each and every one of you as well. Check us out on all those social media outlets. Robin, take us home.
Hey, good night, universe. Podcast.
Cool.
Hey, I still hear you.